Now it's time for I Challenge You 5Ds, the show that goes to show that nothing raises the stakes like a good old-fashioned ass beating. No! I don't know how we beat this deck. Grab a synchro and jump on your duel runner because it's time to open packs, build decks with our pulls, and send our bots into all new forms of mechanized melee. We're hitting the road running this season with wild new blessings, even tougher challenges, and a ban list made to hit the gas on this format. So without further ado, let's rev it up. And welcome back, queens, kings, monarchs of every element, to I Challenge You, Yu-Gi-Oh! We got cooked last time. I almost said a word I can't say in the first minute and a half of my video because of how destroyed we got by the Koa'ki Menace. And we're coming back with a vengeance. A couple of the most important sets in 5Ds coming up today. I hope you're ready to say, why don't we play? I hope you're ready to enter the damage step. I hope you are ready for the wheel. Let's spin those blessings. All right, here we go. Can we get something new? The sneak peek special. This is going to be an interesting one for this episode in particular because there are some wild sets that come immediately after the ones that we're working with today. This is going to be interesting. I can't wait. Let's dig in. Oh boy, well this is going to be a large opening today. We're going to start with 24 packs of Crimson Crisis, and then I'm giving myself 3 packs of Gold Series 2009. I don't want this to be like Prague, where you just get all of the Gold Series and therefore basically constructed level decks, but 3 packs will be nice for giving us some reprints that we can actually play with, and then 24 packs of Raging Battle, and then my blessing, the sneak preview special, or the sneak peek special, gives me 5 packs of Ancient Prophecy and a super rare of my choice. We'll see what that is, but for now, it's time for the main opening. All right, Crimson Crisis pack number 1. Yo, Alien Overlord is very funny. I'm not sure if it's good, but it's very funny. Super Solar Nutrient is also an interesting build around. I'd be interested to find out if there's like a good plant strategy for us to work with, and also Trap Eater is pretty cool. Hyper Psychic Blaster Assault Mode. Sure? I guess? Assault Mercenary is cool, and Arcane Apprentice is also pretty solid. Ooh, and there's our first Blackwing monster, Bora the Spear. Oh, it begins. Also, Verdant Sanctuary is really cool. We've got some really good insect stuff, and if I add Terraforming to my... No, I'm not going to do that bit. Verdant Sanctuary is a good card. It's a continuous spell that basically lets us get infinite resources for our insects, and I do like my insects. God, 2 Prague memes in a row. This show isn't derivative at all. I don't know what anybody has told you. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a very original show. Next back, ooh, one of my favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Telekinetic Power Well. This goes very well with our at least 2 Krebins, maybe 3. I don't remember how we got, but I'm a Well-A-Dad fan, and this is the well. Next back, there's a second Bora the Spear. Thing to note about this, I haven't received a Sirocco or a Gale yet. We would like multiples of both of those. Shout out to B. There's our third Bora. Okay, we've got 3 Boras. Mysterious Triangle, also very funny, but I don't think we can trust the AI with it. Planet Pollutant Virus. Ooh, and the first Sirocco. We love to see it. This is a great pack as far as low rarity things go. Planet Pollutant Virus is a very, very strong card for aliens. Sirocco is a crucial card for Blackwings, and Verdant Sanctuary is, again, great for insects. We love to see all of this. They can't all be winners. But I would like some more of them to be winners. Okay, I would like a winner now. Hyper Synchron at rare. There's a second Sirocco. Love to see that. We are now on 2 Sirocco, 3 Bora. No Gale. A second Machio. Okay, that's all right. Copium. We're about halfway through our packs. Would love to see a Gale. We're again only halfway through, and I basically got my playset of everything so far except the Gale. So I'm very, very happy with our packs as we have received them. Oh! That can't be good, right? That, like, cannot be good for I Challenge You. Like, this is effectively a burn spell that does 1400 damage. Yeah, not excellent. It's too bad. It's got a great stat line, too. There's a Debris Dragon, another great card. Ooh, and our third Soroka. We love to see it. The low rarity stuff has so far been largely great for us. Can we round it out with a Gale? Wall of Thorns. That's okay if we start playing plants. There's another Cross-Sword Beetle, too. Assault Armor. Okay, can we see a Gale? Can we please see a Gale? Okay, folks have been talking about Psychic Sword. Equip only to a Psychic type. While your life is lower than your opponent's, the equipped monster gains attack equal to the difference. That's kind of okay. That's kind of okay. Oh yeah, Half or Nothing is in here. During your opponent's battle phase, except the damage step, your opponent chooses one of these effects. Have the attack of all monsters they currently control until the end of the battle phase. End the battle phase. There is a world where the opponent bot chooses the wrong thing here, right? Because it chooses at random, as we've learned from the Koa'ki Menace. So there's a world where they're just going to attack our guy and then have all their attack points halved in the battle phase, like in the battle step. That could be pretty good. There's a second Wall of Thorns. Okay, great for plants. Also, we're now on 3 Verdant Sanctuary. Also, is it me, or are we most of the way through this pack and we have seen 2 hollows? There's a second Planet Pollutant Virus. Pretty much everything but Blackwings being supported in this rare slot. Third Wall of Thorns. We now have 3 copies of Plant Mirror Force. Honestly, maybe good enough for the Koa'ki Menace deck. There's a second Debris Dragon. This will be great if we ever receive a level 7 Dragon Synchro. Oh, wait, this card, Debris Dragon can summon Iron Chain. That's actually pretty solid. All right, last 2 packs. Can we find a Gale the Whirlwind? So far, so not good. Last pack of Crimson Crisis. Oh, good, the Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode. This was kind of inevitable with this pack. The ultra rares are largely pretty bad. Would have been nice to see a Cosmic Fortress Golgar or something like that in the ultra rare slot, but we take what we can get, TBH. What's next? Gold Series 2009 is next. I'm excited for this one. Let's see what happens when we open this stunning reprint set. Pretty good shit. Bottomless Trap Hole is still banned, which is hilarious because this is the first time I've been able to get it. But Prime Material Dragon is a really, really good tribute summonable. Mobius? I don't remember whether or not that's banned because I don't think I have a copy of it. Treeborn Frog is great. And ooh, a Warrior Elimination. Hold up. Hold up. Did we just get Dark Hole for Warriors? Did we just get Raigeki against the Koa'ki Menace deck? Ooh, okay, all right, we take those. Also, Zaborg and Grandmarg, not bad. I think Zaborg is specifically banned, though. We'll see. But that being said, Monarchs are also kind of terrible. Second pack. Yeah, those are 3 cards I don't think the bot can be allowed. Thestalos is okay. There's the second Warrior Elimination. We take those. More Treeborn Frog. Okay, not a lot to work with here. I don't know how many copies of Lord Poison we have, but this is a very good card for plants. Oh yeah, Rigorous Reaver is also a very funny card. Flip, each player discards a card. If this card is destroyed by battle, the monster that destroyed it loses 500. This is kind of okay against the Koa'ki Menace because if we start setting cards, we're still going to get some value out of it. Last pack of Gold Series 2. Gold Series 2. Captain Gold is pretty cool. Volcanic Rocket is a little bit sick. Okay. All right. I don't remember how many blaze accelerators I got or if I got enough shells to facilitate it, but that's kind of a cool combo. That's kind of a cool combo. Ryza is definitely weird. I'm not sure that we can do Monarch things in this series, but I will be interested to find out. Oh, hold up. I haven't been paying attention. Volcanic Shell is in this set. Huh. Well, I can't wait to deck build with those cards. All right, on to our second core set of the episode, Raging Battle. This is where things get real silly for us. Pack number 1. Starting off a little bit not great. Koa'ki Menace Doom is very funny, but probably not good. 1 for 1 is interesting. I'm not sure we'll be able to get the full value of it because I don't really trust Borgarbot to discard the correct card, but 1 for 1 is a very strong card. Also, Attack of the Cornered Rat is cool. If a level 3 or lower normal monster you control battles during the damage step, you can pay life points in multiples of 100. The attack of the opponent's monster is reduced by the... Never mind, we can't do that. Well, we maybe can because you can't pay life points more than the attack of the opponent's monster, so we're not just going to pay all the life points Borgarbot owns. Oh, okay, all right, I'm kind of with it. Vanguard of the Dragon is definitely sick. Yo, that is a whole Blackwing armed wing. Less good without Gale, but very, very good if we have Blizzard, and it's a rare in this set. Words I shouldn't say on this show. Hey, there's the Blizzard. Ooh, and a Shura to boot. We love to see Shura Blizzard come through. Our armed wing is officially online. A whole lot of nothing. Double Tool C&D is going to be very good if we pull a Power Tool Dragon. Hey, there's a Kaloot, by the way. There's a Kaloot, by the way. We love to see it. We love to see 3 of it. Mermaid Archer is kind of cool. It's a Phoenixian Cluster Amaryllis. If this card attacks, it's destroyed after damage calculation. If it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, inflict 800 to your opponent. During your end phase, you can remove and play a plant monster from your graveyard to special summon it from the graveyard in defense position. Honestly, I can see us building around it. Interesting. Okay, also Shura is a very good card. There's a Deep Sea Diva. We've been getting a pretty good lineup of Spined Gilman as well. Many more 1 for 1. Oh, and there is our first Black Whirlwind of the bunch. We would love to see 3. About halfway through, and I just like the trajectory to continue from here. 4 for 1. True. Man, this is a card I don't think I've ever looked at in my life, and yet I have pulled about 10 of them today. There's Trap Stun, also a pretty solid card, though I'm not sure it does much in the AI's hands, but Black Whirlwind, a second copy of that, will not be missed. Oh, also, Master Gig is an interesting thing to mention. We do have multiple copies of the card Teleport, which allows us to summon it for basically free from our hand. Tree Otter is a terrible card. Well, it's not a terrible card. Well, it's a pretty terrible card. Level Warrior. And an Ojama. Cool. There's a Moja. There's a hilarious rare. Only really any good if we see the secret rare to go with it. All right, about 6 packs left. Again, it would be nice to see a second Kaloot. It would be nice to see a second Blizzard, but I've been very happy with this opening. Oh, we got it! We got the Power Tool Dragon! Let's go! Shout out to Leopowertool in the chat, one of the OGs of this series, the person who made the deck we're struggling so hard with today. And this is one of the coolest cards. By the way, is that a ghost rare? Is that a ghost rare? Is that a This is one of pretty much any chance I can get for me to show off one of my favorite cards in my collection. We gotta show it for the crowd. We gotta get the fucking Kalair out of here. Oh yeah, folks. Oh yeah, it's happening. Oh yeah. Power Tool Dragon might unironically be the best ghost rare. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, we've got it in our collection now. We're watching I Challenge You right now, and I'm taking a giant tangent. We got to move on. We've got 6 packs to open. Power Tool Dragon in the lineup now. We love to see it. Few packs left. Let's open them up. Ojama Blue. Hey, there's our second Kalute. Asking you shall receive. Speaking of Koa'ki Menace, there's a War Arms of our own. We won't really be able to play this card at its best, but very cool stuff. A second Amaryllis. What? But also a second Blizzard. Sure. Well, why not? Yo, and there's a power hand, too. During each of your end phases, destroy this card unless you send an Iron Core or reveal a normal trap card. Well, unfortunately for us, Borgarbot is never going to choose to reveal a normal trap card. So, yeah. Hey, and there's a third Shura. Okay, we've gotten pretty much everything we could have possibly asked for out of this set. Last pack. There's a third Kalute. Okay, we have a Blackwing lineup. We very much have a Blackwing lineup. Oh, we are going to be going to the damage step. But first, let's open some Ancient Prophecy, shall we? All right, and for our blessing, it's time to open 5 packs of Ancient Prophecy. One of the most fun sets to use for for Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. Oh. That is an Elemental Hero fusion monster that I can Miracle Fusion for. I like that. Oh, also, hey, look at a Rekindling. This card could actually be genuinely good if we get the proper Flamvell lineup for it. Next pack, there's a Psychic Emperor. This is a pretty good target for Teleport. Also, Fossil Dig. Great for getting us dinosaurs. Jester Confit is a pretty good super rare. You can only control one Jester Confit. You can special summon this card from your hand in attack position. If summoned this way during your opponent's next end phase, target a face-up monster your opponent controls. Return both that target and this face-up card to the hand. Slip of Fortune is also pretty solid. Hey, Beast Machine King Barbaros Ur. I'm just pulling all of the super rares I would have gotten for my redeem of my sneak peek special. I'll take it. That's sick. And a Flamvell Commando at Ultra Rare. Oh, and there's Solidarity. Look at that. Coming a little bit early for us. Solidarity could be extremely good in the Blackwing deck versus the Koa'ki Menace. Oh, boy. This is exciting. This is getting exciting. Why can't Flamvell Commando be special summoned? And for our free Ancient Prophecy super rare, I'm choosing Beast Machine King Barbaros Ur. If you saw the Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! Special on this set, you know that Barbaros Ur is an incredible card for low-powered formats. A 3,800 special summonable dude. Just incredible. He can't deal battle damage, but honestly, that doesn't even matter that much. This card is very, very cool, and having 2 of it, maybe even 3 of it as of next episode, will be very cool. Let's get into the deck build. I want to start off by reminding you what we're up against. Leopowertool's Koa'ki Warrior deck absolutely dumpstered us last time. Last time, they didn't even blink on their path to victory with all of the new 5Ds cards we brought in. This deck is unbelievably strong, has a couple of modern cards in it, and somehow still made it to the bottom of the ladder. And while Blackwings will have their opportunity to face these fearsome foes, I want to try something a little bit more off the beaten path. One that comes from a path a little bit more overgrown. I did make that joke last time, did I? It's plants! We got some really cool tools for plants, namely the Plant Mirror Force that we now have access to in Wall of Thorns. This card is, once again, it's Mirror Force. It is just Mirror Force, which means that as long as we can thin our deck out for plants, we can do some pretty cool things. One of the very cool plants that we got this time around was Rigorous Reaver, a flip effect monster that, if it's flipped face up, takes out a card from both players' hand. Maybe we'll snipe a Koa'ki Menace monster so they destroy themselves. Also, if it gets destroyed by battle, the monster that destroys it loses 500 attack and defense. Taking out their stats is going to be really, really important for dealing with this matchup. We've also got 2 copies of Forest in rotation. Forest is very funny because although it only gives 200 attack, that is enough for a Cephalotus or a Cactus Fighter to attack over an unbeefed up, what's it called? A Bergzak, or even a Solidaritied smaller monster. This is a very big gamble, but perhaps the insurance policy of warrior elimination will get us through. Well, chat seems very optimistic with this one. 82% of the vote went to the result of this being warrior elimination. Finger guns. 18% predicted we're gonna get core blasted. I have much more faith in Borgarbot this time around. The fact that we have 3 copies of Mirror Force in this deck and also 3 copies of Raigeki effectively seems like it's going to get us pretty close to victory. But can the plant monsters take us the rest of the way? Let's find out. Let the games begin. All right, starting off with a dub in rock, paper, scissors. We are not going first. Diamond Core is really, really good for them to open with because the bot always activates Diamond Core first. That means that our destruction cards are going to be online. They're going to rage the... not ideal. There's the Bergzak. Okay, let's see how this goes. They can attack into the monster without destroying it. Koa'ki Menace Bergzak destroys itself. Okay, all right. Things are going a little bit better. The Immortal Bushi being able to bounce monsters instead of destroying them is a little bit troublesome. I will not lie to you, but surely we can get through it. There's the Draining Shield. Okay, what are we going to attack into? They're going to attack into a Botanical Girl. Botanical Girl gets in Mado? Of all the cards in my deck, you chose in Mado. Huh. Okay, all right. I've been informed that you can't see the life points, and we are getting dumpstered by this Koa'ki Menace Bergzak, which is going to hit the condition to not get destroyed. Will we summon a monster? There's the gigantic Cephalotus. Okay, this is how we begin to win. All we need is for one of those back row to be Wall of Thorns, and the chances seem pretty decent. Ooh, there is the Diamond Core. Diamond Core is really, really bad for us in this situation because it blocks Wall of Thorns. It is going to destroy itself rather than destroying other things. Okay, here our Slip of Fortune is going to keep us alive for a turn. They're going to reveal one and destroy one. Oh, but the Diamond Core takes them out. Okay, we've got a monster. We've got the World Tree. What else do we have? A normal summon to Lord Poison. Lord Poison does keep us in this game as long as they don't draw into like a Solidarity or something like that. War Arms is real bad for us, but we have the Wall of Thorns and they don't have the Diamond Core this time. Let's go. Okay, let's start putting on the pressure. Gigaplant is a great card. Gigantic Cephalotus goes up to 2050 and we can start getting in. Now it's going to be very difficult for them to start really, really beating over us because even if they have Solidarity, the World Tree can get us through. We're going to get Squeak Knighted for absolutely nothing. And is that the end of the game? Is that the end of the game? Have we taken a dub off the Koa'ki Menace finally? Yes! Oh, game 1 is in the bag. You love to see it. Oh my god, we didn't even use warrior elimination that time. I was hateful. I included 3 of Raigeki for a particular type, and it didn't make the difference in this game. But perhaps it'll make the difference in game 2. All right, starting off strong with the World Tree. This is great because we're almost certainly going to normal summon a monster, and we do. It is Rigorous Reaver. Rigorous Reaver is a great one for us to hit off the World Tree because it's going to give us a lot of advantage via the World Tree's effect and Rigorous Reaver's effect. This is an interesting use of Draining Shield, actually, because we may have the ability to normal summon a monster bigger than the Zubaba Knight. Ooh! that Dust Tornado on Wall of Thorns certainly hurts. There's the Koa'ki Menace War Arms for basically nothing. We're going to get the World Trees effect. We're going to summon out another Mystic Tomato. They will crash the War Arms. That's great. That's our second counter on the World Tree, and we can summon the Inmato. We're going to get full value off this Inmato. They're going to go for Ein. Ein's going to activate its effect. It's going to take out the World Tree. Not ideal under these circumstances. We would have loved to have that attack before this turn. We've got the Warrior Elimination. Really, really unnecessary during this turn, but the Rigorous Reaver will get in, and so will the Gigaplant. We really need them to not find Solidarity in a Bergzak here. They've set a monster and a back row. Solidarity still hasn't showed up to the party. There's Lord Poison. Okay, we are starting to get in. Battle Guard Rage is funny, but not good here, and Rigorous Reaver will get the 16. Again, we are still extremely vulnerable to a Solidarity, but there's Zubaba Buster, and it's going to destroy itself. That does it. As long as they don't have a real back row, this just wins us the game. It seems like the Koa'ki Menace deck has suddenly imploded, and the plants have taken us, even with the Warrior Elimination being basically a non-issue. We have made it out of this duel. I didn't think it was going to be that easy. Wow. This plant deck was really cool. I really, really loved this plant deck. That was kind of sick. Big fan. Let's see what else we can do. Well, we're back with another Leopowertool special. And speaking of Leo, this is Luna and Leo... Luna and what is this called? Luna and Leo Fights. This is a really, really cool utility deck, and you're probably already starting to see some of the interesting things in here, like Revolution Synchron, a card that came out like 3 months ago, as well as Armored White Bear, which lets you summon beasts from the deck and lets you target field spells in the graveyard and add them to your hand. This deck's field spells are very, very good. Things like Closed Forest, Ancient Forest, Morphtronic Map are all extremely strong, alongside some very good cards in the continuous zone like Spiritual Forest. This deck is largely battle recruiters and utility therein. And so you bet your booty we are taking this opportunity to summon our Blackwing monsters. It was inevitable. This is the episode when Raging Battle came out, so we had to play our Blackwings. But we're also including a rather unholy union in here by also including our Gladiator beasts. Because I now have a quest and I also have War Chariot, I can start looping War Chariot and make use of the Geyserist that was such an MVP in the last season. These are all winged beasts, including the Dark Nephthys that I get to play in here, so we can run the one copy of Solidarity. This is a very, very funny deck. I have no idea how this is going to go, but I cannot wait to find out. All right, so this wasn't exactly a fair vote. I pitted Leo, who has arguably the best character arc in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, against Crow, whose character arc was he went from being an orphan saving hero to becoming a cop. And let's be honest, as far as a popularity contest, that wasn't really a contest, but this is going to be a hell of a contest. This duel is the struggle between 3 signers. Let's see how it goes. Let the games begin. Starting off with an L in the rock, paper, scissors for Borgarbot. Borgarbot is going to start by normal summoning Kalut. Let me tell you, that is the most power play of any opening a Blackwing deck could do. Murmur of the Forest to set the Kalut face down. How dare thee? Half or nothing is going to end the battle phase. Are we going to flip that Kalut face up? We're going to Kunai with Chain, equipping to the Armored Bear. The Armored Bear is now 2,300. There isn't really a lot that my deck has that could deal with that. We're going to set the, what I must assume is Bestiari here. Shining Angel is going to be normal summoned. The bear is going to get Prideful Roared. I didn't think that was ever going to be an issue. Oh, chat predicted that Prideful Roar on a defense position monster was going to be a problem. And oh boy, were they right about that. We're going to go for Kalut, which is going to... What just... Oh, it went to battle phase and it got nailed by the Pixie Ring of all things. What a weird goddamn duel. Oh, the fucking Orichalcos interaction on Pixie Ring. Surely it won't go like that in game 2. Surely we will not open with normal summon Kalut, right? That cannot be the interaction that we're working with. We're going to go Proving Ground for Bestiari. We're going to go Proving Ground for a quest. This is actually not bad because it means we have the potential to make Geyserus in play. Except we're just going to pass with no back row. There's a Morphtronic map, but they are not going to normal summon a monster. Pixie Ring doesn't do anything when you don't have any monsters on field. This is kind of cool. We're going to go for Shura. Shura is going to activate. We're going to get from deck the Kalute. Kalute can't attack this turn, but it is a... I thought that you couldn't attack. Oh, its effect is negated. That's how it works. And we're going to get the Aquest. Aquest is going to get nothing, but it's a big guy on board. Now we have a pretty formidable field. Armored White Bear is big, but it just crashes with the Shura here and summons out a Regulus. Oh, Regulus is actually a little bit of a problem, but we have the Prideful Roar, and Prideful Roar actually does the trick this time. We'll Quest back for Bestiari. We'll take out a card on the field. Good, it's the Pixie Ring. And now we also have the ability to summon Geyserus. That's not ideal because Geyserus can now destroy itself because the opponent only has one card on the field. It's going to destroy itself. It's going to destroy the map. But honestly, that's kind of okay. No, it actually isn't. That sucks ass, actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. I am giga-coping. Wait a minute. Them having only one card on the field was disastrous here. What are we going to summon? We're not going to summon. We're going to set. Surely there is no shot we only had smaller monsters than fucking Morphtronic Staplin. And there's our Shura. There's our Bora. Okay, this is what we're supposed to be doing. Wait, Staplin has a lock on it? Your opponent cannot select another monster as an attack target. Excellent. Excellent. We love to see it. Well, this deck has some weird utility stuff in it. I'm actually kind of enjoying it, but there's the Sirocco. Sirocco can't do anything because of the Staplin. What do we do? What's the plan here? How do we out this? We're going to Sirocco. We're going to Against the Wind. It would have been nice if we put the Shura on the board, but it's actually not going to matter much here. At least the good news is here that we can attack now that the Staplin is a defense position. That's a little bit of a benefit. They'll draw for turn. They'll go for the Sunlight Unicorn. They will not hit a card up that. There's the Ancient Fairy Dragon. Ancient Fairy Dragon is a little bit of a concern here because, whoa, that's a Fairy King Truesdale. They couldn't go to battle phase because they used the Ancient Fairy Dragon. This is going to be crucial because Sirocco can Sirocco and not go to battle phase because they freaking switched the Morphtronic Staplins to attack position. No! Do we have Kalute? We have Draining Shield. Draining Shield is almost as good as Kalute. We do not have Kalute. We're going to lose the Aquest. What is going on here? This is god-awful. This is going extremely poorly. Wait. Hold up. Wait a second. What do we do against this? What is going on? How are we losing this badly? What just happened? I keep trying to think of something to say about what just occurred. I don't have anything to say about that. I can't explain what just happened to us. That was truly incredible stuff. Wow. Let's go back to the drawing board, I guess. Well, after a large amount of discussion with chat in which we attempted to build a Morphtronic deck, which doesn't really work when the biggest problem is Morphtronics, we are back on plants. Last time Crow couldn't defeat Leo and Luna in popularity, but I know that if there's one 5D's character that can win the popularity contest, it is Akiza. We are back on the plants, and we are tricking it out against this deck. A couple of interesting cards for this matchup include Handcuffs Dragon. While it seems like a dragon is bad for solidarity, Handcuffs Dragon is really good in a solidarity situation, because it's basically never going to end up in the graveyard. If the monsters keep getting destroyed, it's going to keep summoning itself and then re-equipping itself. This card could be very good in dealing with our primary problem, Morphtronics Staplet. We also have copies of Thorn of Malice, a card that just keeps donking down monsters' attack values. If we can equip a guy with this, then we can pretty much own the battle phase with this card. I think that this card could be pretty good, although it's a little bit experimental under these circumstances. Other than that, I think the remainder of the lineup that we had going for our last matchup is going to be great for this one. I'm pretty excited to see where this goes from here. This is a weird matchup anyway that we go. I'm excited to see it. Well, that's not what I expected to see in the polls. A perfect 50-50 split between Leo and Luna and Akiza. I suppose there are two on one side, and one is pretty clearly the stronger deck. The other is a hot lady, though, so judge how you will. And the other is on the side of Borgarbot, which means that that's where our vote has to go. I believe that the plants can take down the ridiculous battle switching nonsense that is somehow the absolute kryptonite of Borgarbot. Mirror Force is Mirror Force, after all. Let the games begin. All right, here goes. How are we going to open? They're going to open with Morphtronic Map, Spiritual Forest, and a Flying Kamakiri #1. Flying Kamakiri #1 isn't the strongest recruiter in their deck, and we've got Solidarity plus Jerry Beansman. Jerry Beansman is going to attack, and it is going to start the recruiting on Flying Kamakiri, but Jerry Beansman is a pretty strong position. I never thought I'd say that. Zero defense isn't great, but Morphtronic Map is going to get bounced. They're going to normal summon the Staplin, and this Staplin is very beatable with a Solidarity on the board. We just have to know to attack it first. I hope Borgarbot figures that out. Borgarbot, what are you doing? Borgarbot, why are you setting monsters? In goes the Flying Kamakiri. Fortunately, they still haven't summoned another monster, which means we do have another opportunity to take out the Staplin. Wow, this deck really knows how to use the Staplin well, but we have a gigantic Cephalotus. That is the most gigantic Cephalotus I think I've ever seen. They're going to normal summon the Shining Angel, switch the Kamakiri to defense. Now, Morphtronic Map is starting to gain counters. That's something we have to keep our eye on, but we do now have two gigantic Cephalotuses. We are about to start farming their recruiters for life points. We're going to attack in. We're going to hit into the Radion. Now, Radion is there with 2100 attack, and they are going to maybe be able to do something with it, but they didn't. They haven't gotten another Staplin into rotation. This is pretty good for us. Thorn of Malice is a little bit awkward, but we do still do piercing damage here, which is kind of nice. We're going to attack in. We're still going to recruit the guy and not attack into the recruiter. We're going to clear the guy and not attack into the recruiter. They're going to go for a Ribbon of Rebirth, but Ribbon of Rebirth just kind of provides us a little bit more fodder during this battle phase. Thorn of Malice hilariously is going to deal an amazing amount of damage here. This twin gigantic Cephalotuses are absolute terrors on the board at the moment. They're going to go for Ancient Fairy Blackhorn of Vivid. Let's go. Austin CK's tech is coming through for us. We're going to summon a Gigaplant. Gigantic Cephalotus is going to gain attack. That Gigaplant is huge, and we're going to attack for piercing for game. Oh, we love to see it. Look at the size of those plant monsters. Let's see if we can do it again, game 2. All right, starting off with the draw phase, we're going to normal summon a Homunculus. We're going to change its attribute to Earth because that's very, very important. We've got World Tree Homunculus on the board. This is not a terrible position, but Homunculus also has a fair amount of defense on it, which means that even things like the larger monsters in that deck are going to have a little bit of trouble getting over it. There's a Pixie Ring, but honestly, Pixie Ring isn't that big of a problem when we have a Homunculus, and pretty much what they've got is a Giant Rat. We're going to attack into the Giant Rat with the back row and set monster on our side of the field. Giant Rat will summon another Giant Rat, and here we go. We are off to the races. They're going to summon the Armored White Bear, which is going to attack into our Botanical Girl. Why does this keep happening to me? Botanical Girl's effect is going to add Jerry Beansman to hand, and we do still have a pretty decent lineup. The problem here is that I have the feeling that Homunculus is going to do its thing, and oh, World Tree coming through for us here, giving us a lot of attack points to work with. We're going to attack into the bear. Bear. Bear is going to summon out Regulus. Regulus is going to get donked by Cactus Fighter and give them a monster on the board. I wonder how this is going to interact with everything they've got. All these dinky tokens on their side of the field doing pretty much nothing to my knowledge. They're going to review not an equip spell, but a monster, and we've still got control of the board here. Homunculus is going to change its attribute. We're going to summon the Bean. We're going to attack into the Unicorn. We're going to Cactus Fighter into another token. We're going to Homunculus into the Rat. Rat into the Revolution Synchron. Revolution Synchron is pretty easy to deal with here, and our entire board is going to get wiped. Oh, that's very funny. Oh god, they've got plant monsters on the field that World Tree can use its effect on. This is truly just a battle of the weird going on here. They're going to go for Fairy King Truesdale, and Ancient Forest is just going to wipe their board. Really incomprehensible board state we've got going on here. Homunculus is going to Homunculus. World Tree is going to grant Homunculus attack points. We're going to go in for 2,200. Ancient Forest is going to take out the Homunculus, re-upping our World Tree. This is kind of a cool resource loop for us now, because any monster that we normal summon is going to be much more powerful than any monster that they normal summon. We are also on the advantage in terms of our initiative. There's a Gigantic Cephalotus. Gigantic Cephalotus is going to gain the attack off the World Tree and go in for battle. For 2,250, the Ancient Forest is going to take it out, and once again the World Tree is re-upped. If this happens one more time, we have won the game. Spiritualism doesn't do it. We just need a single monster. Let's see if we can get in. There's the World Tree. What do we have? It's the Gigantic Cephalotus back again to put Leo and Luna in their place. It really does pay off to be a main character. Borgarbot taking the dub twice in a row. But you know what that means. The challenges of just powerful decks are not enough for Borgarbot. It's going to face a calamity. I look forward to seeing you when that happens. Go forward in humble confidence, my friends. You channeled all of your hatred into beating Crow. You really can't beat anime woman with psychic powers. What can I tell you? We love to see a girl boss winning. True! What's on the Calamity Wheel? I don't remember. In Arc 5, he didn't become a cop. In an alternate universe, Crow is a good person.